cut straight to the chase, I managed to pick up a Christian Dior jacket from Whatnot. Welcome back, we're back in the conservatory. This is just where I'm going to film from now on because the lighting's pretty good compared to the rest of the house, and the rest of the house is pretty much under construction at the minute, so yeah, until we get a better filming sort of area, this is where I'm going to be filming from. So as you saw in the intro, I've been picking up some stuff on Whatnot recently, and yeah, I've found some pretty mad stuff. Obviously the jacket you've seen. I'm going to run through all that in this video to show what I've been picking up. Yeah, found some pretty mad stuff, designer bits. Obviously I've been picking up games and stuff too, but Givenchy in there. There's like a couple of bits that I've hung up here that I want to speak about as well that I've picked up on Vinted pretty cheap, so yeah, we're still using Vinted, Whatnot, and we're still selling on eBay. Made some nice sales recently, ping a couple up here. And yeah, the year-to-date total's going pretty well as well. We're on like $3.5 grand now, and we're on, what, I think like the 21st of February when I'm filming this. So yeah, we're smashing the targets. I'm trying to aim for 4K on eBay by the end of Feb, which I think we should do easily. I've also got some parcels there that I will unbox live, so I've not done that for a while on these videos. So first things, I'll stick to my roots and my origins. Picked up loads of games recently. Animal Crossing for £10. I just have to like stretch to reach until I can find some sort of better angle. But yeah, £10 on that. We got like 25 quid back on that one. Donkey Kong, I think that came from like a £5 sort of bundle. Actually listed it and sold it again within like a couple of minutes. So yeah, that one sold again for another 25. Picked up, I think it was like these four. I don't know if you can see them. Mario Kart, Mario Olympics, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Hello Neighbour. Paid 40 quid on them, so 10 quid each. I've since sold the first three for about 20 to 25 each. So there's like 60 quid back, and Hello Neighbour's free. And I also picked up this little bundle. It was Forza Horizon 4 and Kung Fu Panda on the Xbox One. I think I paid 7 quid for the bundle, so £3.50 each. I've just sold Forza today for £14.50, so doubled my money on the bundle from one game. And I've got Kung Fu Panda listed for, I think it's like £12.50, so we should make like a good sort of £20-25 from £7, so I'll take that. But yeah, the games have been doing just as well as ever for me. Like I said, with this channel, we're diversifying a little bit. We're moving into clothes as well to try and bump up the profits. I don't want to just do games and just be limited, because like I said a million times in these videos, gaming's getting really competitive. Sometimes you don't find anything. Most times I do find stuff, which is what I always document on this channel. But yeah, just for when those times like where I'm struggling to find stuff, it's nice to have the option to pick up clothes. Sometimes it leads into personal buys, but yeah, for the most part, I'm trying to buy clothes to resell them for a profit, which is the aim of this channel. So yeah, I'll get into a few little bits anyway that I picked up recently that I just want to show off. So we'll try and maybe change the camera angle a little bit. We'll just head up. The first one I'm going to show is a Whatnot pickup. So this one's a Marlboro Classics, sort of like bubble puffer jacket. It is a women's size European 44. I think it's like a small or a medium, something like that. This was off a Whatnot stream. This was from Thread Central. I'll chuck a link to them because they're one of my favourite streamers on Whatnot. I buy a lot of stuff from them. I buy like a lot of sort of North Face, Patagonia, Nike, stuff like that from most general sellers. A lot of the stuff that the guys at Thread Central pick up is like, yeah, more Marlboro Classics. I can't even say it, but yeah, just like more obscure brands. I've had other sort of designer bits off them. I bought like a blazer for my girlfriend that was like some Dutch brand that I'd never heard of, but it was so nice, and I got it for like 12 quid. And the solds were like 30 to 40, so you can pick up some mad bargains on there. And yeah, just some really unique pieces as well. I've always kind of been like that with my sort of clothing choices. He says wear and represent, but like I always like finding like really unique sort of pieces and just like stuff that not everybody has. Like I've never been a big fan of just shopping at like JD, Sports Direct, like that sort of thing, and just having like the same tracksuit as everyone else. So I used to get a lot of my sort of inspiration from like American style and stuff like that, which is why I love going over to America as well. Vlog coming soon for New York, because I'm going to be going there in like a week, so I'm going to try and do something a little bit different there in New York, maybe hit some sort of clothing shops there as well, see what we find, maybe some gaming shops as well if I come across any. But yeah, anyway, Marlboro Classics, I think I picked that up for like 15 quid, and again, looking at sols, they're going for like 30 to 40 quid, so yeah, it's really nice quality. Yeah, don't really know too much about the brand, but the details seem pretty immaculate, so I assume it's going to be worth something. And more of a me item, a North Face gilet, puffer vest, whatever you want to call it. I've got the big sort of parka with the big fur on it. I can't remember what the model's called now, but yeah, I saw this one pop up for 12 quid, and yeah, 12 quid for a sort of, was it a 700? Yeah, it's got the sort of 700 tag on there for the down. It's super puffy. I'll chuck it on. Oh yeah, there we go. Proper cozy. It'll keep you warm, but you still got your arms for, I don't know, mobility or something. But yeah, 12 quid paid on this. This probably goes for like 25 to 35, something like that all day. North Face stuff sells pretty well, especially the higher down sort of stuff. Obviously more so in autumn and winter, but even in spring when it's a bit chillier, I'll get away with wearing this and maybe chuck like a hoodie underneath, go to the gym, dog walk, stuff like that. So yeah, cool little pickup, especially for 12 quid, no brainer. But let's get into the meat of the video. Obviously, I've already spoke about the Dior jacket, but I've not really shot it too much. It's like a, obviously there's the tags, which leads me into the next streamer really. I'll give a shout out to them, Geordie Garms is called. Again, another one that just does like mad designer bits. Again, a lot of the stuff that you do see on Whatnot is quite repeated, regurgitated, sort of, you know, first fleeces and champion t-shirts and lots of like American sort of sportswear, NFL, NBA, stuff like that. I'm here for the NBA stuff, but yeah, there's a lot of like repeated sort of stuff. So when you get streamers that have got like mad quality stuff like this, yeah, it's worth giving them a follow. So I'll shout them out as well, Geordie Garms. I'll chuck it on and then we can talk about it a little bit more because it'd be a bit easier to see while I've got it on. But yeah, as you can see, it's like a long sort of trench coat, kind of like a Burberry style, but it's like in more of like a grey colour as opposed to the usual sort of beige Burberry sort of colour. Again, it's got like mad sort of wrist details on there. It has worn away a little bit, but yeah, I paid 40, I think it's 40 or 45 pounds for this. Obviously brand new. These are probably going to be like more than £1,000. So yeah, 40 quid for a little bit of like the leather wearing off. I'm not really too bothered, to be honest. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be wearing Dior at any other point in my life or justifying paying £1,000 for this. But like I said, with New York coming up, I thought this could be perfect, like a bit of shopping in the daytime. Could take this out towards sort of lunch, tea time, have some food. We've booked a show on Broadway as well, so this could be like a nice little fancy sort of number. But yeah, again, give you a little spin. It is like a long one as well, like yeah, it is a pretty long jacket. Like I'm 6'2", 6'3", and it's down to like my shins, so it is a proper flasher jacket, like, but that's not what I'm going for. But again, the details are all there. There's like a mad lining in there. There's like, I think it like zips out. Yeah, there's like a zip on there to remove the lining. There's all the tags in there. There's all like, so it's, what is it? 70% wool, 30% polyester, professional dry clean only, size 44L. I'd say it fits me pretty well, so I got lucky with the sizing as well. I was thinking if the size doesn't fit me, I'll probably just try and resell it. But yeah, again, at what point am I going to be wearing Christian Dior vintage? So I thought, yeah, I'll probably keep this for a while until maybe I get bored of it and then I'll sell it. So again, same theme, Geordie Garms came through, the plug. We got this black windbreaker. I think I'm losing a bit of light here. It's going towards like 5 o'clock now, but try and smash through the video anyway. Yeah, managed to get this windbreaker, thought it was pretty cool. And then he said it was actually a Givenchy, if you can read that. I'm not sure if it'll show up on the camera, but yeah, it's like a men's Givenchy sort of windbreaker. Again, pretty cool. It's got like a front sort of Velcro, I don't know, like a kangaroo sort of pocket on there. All black. It's got like a little logo on the zip as well. If it doesn't focus, I'll chuck some B-roll over. But yeah, same again. I think I got this for like 20 quid, 25 quid, something like that. I'll throw this on quick and show you. Again, got really lucky with the sizing with this. Fits me perfectly. I'm sort of like a large 2XL. So yeah, got pretty lucky with this. The material is really nice. Got like a little pocket either side. So yeah, you can definitely find some pretty cool stuff on Whatnot. I was a bit skeptical of Whatnot at first. I heard of it, but I never really give it a go. Now I'm pretty much like addicted to it. Can find pretty nice personal pieces as well as finding stuff to resell. Like I said, I've had a million things from there already. Sort of my bread and butter items I've been picking up off there is definitely North Face fleeces, Patagonia fleeces. You can pick them up for like sometimes less than a tenner. It depends how many people get in streams. but it's a bit of a give and take. It's like, for people to have good stuff, they've got to have a lot of viewers in there to be making the money to get the good stuff, if that makes sense. So your bigger streamers that get more viewers are going to have better things, but in turn you're going to pay a lot more for them because you've got more viewers in there. So it's definitely worth having a look around who's online when you are looking on Whatnot, what streamers are streaming at that time. Have a look on the little thumbnails, see what they're offering. Have a look in the shops as well. Sometimes there's some bangers in the shops. Again, with Geordie Garms, I don't think he even had these listed in his shop. He just had them on the back wall, kind of like behind me. I think subliminally I'm setting up in my head my own Whatnot stream with this sort of layout in the video, but this is pretty much how it is. They'll have like the banging pieces on the back that you kind of stare at all stream, and they kind of make you want to buy them, and then they'll have a rack of clothes where they'll just pull them off and auction them off as you go. But yeah, definitely enjoying Whatnot at the minute. It does take a bit of time, sort of, it takes up a bit of your time to go through the streams. I've dabbled with sort of buying massive bundles, but you end up with just a lot of crap, to be honest. So you're better off just sort of sticking around for a stream, seeing what a person has, and just handpicking sort of what you want for your bundle. Obviously, the shipping as well works by your first item, you pay the shipping, and then I think like 2 or 3 items are free from thereafter. And then when you get to like your 4th item, you pay shipping again, but then you don't pay shipping again for another 10 items or something like that, so you get to like your 11th or 12th item. So yeah, you pay like, I think it's like £6 sort of shipping if you're getting more than like 4 items, but again, you're paying like £2, £3 on Vinted anyway for shipping, so it's not really a big deal. And you haven't got your little buyer's fee to pay either, so there's that. But anyway, speaking of Vinted, I've still been picking stuff up, and we've got some parcels to unbox, so we'll get into them next. Still trying to maintain this channel as like a hybrid of just general reselling. I still want to talk about games. I do want to lean more into clothes as well. I don't really want to alienate anyone, because I know that I've come from sort of like a gaming background with both reselling and collecting. So there's still going to be definitely nods to the gaming stuff, and yeah, as much as I can find them, I'm going to keep doing the gaming stuff. But yeah, the clothing bits are just sort of like a little bit on top, and it's definitely something that I'm interested in. So if I end up leaning into the fashion side a bit more, then so will be it as well. So yeah, let's get into unboxing these parcels. We've got a mix actually of clothes and games, so both parties should be quite satisfied. So we'll start off with the little ones first. Little Friends on the Switch. Paid £5 for that. I've picked this up a million times now. Make sure it's in there. It's always worth checking that the game's actually in there, and specifically for Switch games, make sure the little prongs on it or whatever aren't snapped, because that's not ideal either if that happens. But yeah, £5 paid on that, and trading I think it's like 12 to 15 quid on that, so I've tripled my money there on trading. I'm still doing that, picking up really cheap Switch games and trading them into CEX for a little voucher, and when I build up enough of a voucher, pick up rare games to either keep or sell. So that's always how I operate. On to the next one. So this one's a really good one actually. I got all this bundle, I think it was 30 quid for all of these. So it's just an Xbox case that they put loads of loose Switch games in. So first one, it's Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, I think it is. It's like a sort of £5 to £10 game, not really too much. Especially loose, it's not really worth much. But then we got Zelda Breath of the Wild, this one. Tears of the Kingdom. Again, even loose, like if you've got decent games, they're going to sell for like a good amount. So that would be about 25 quid even loose. So there's pretty much the money back from those two. And then we also got Mario Kart loose, again another 20 quid even cart only. Still go for a good 20. And again, Animal Crossing, another 20 to 22. Even cart only. I'm pretty sure I've got a loose case for this, so if I've got that, I'll chuck that with it. And finally, Pokemon Sword. Again, 18 to 20 on that. So yeah, we're getting like 20 quid back on 4 games there. That's 80. And then say if we get even a fiver on the Mario, 85 quid, £30 paid, 55 quid profit. So yeah, not bad at all. The final little pickup of this video is a massive North Face jacket. Managed to pick this up for 20 quid. So it's like a puffer jacket. There's all your tags and whatnot. What size is it? Size medium, 550 down, puffer jacket. 20 quid on this. I don't know if it's worth putting it on because it's a medium, but you get the idea. I'm not going to fit into that. But yeah, 20 quid on that. Seems pretty good condition. There's no sort of marks or rips or anything like that. No feathers exposed. But yeah, I was thinking 20 quid from this, probably get an easy 30 or 40, at least double the money. Could maybe be cheeky and try and get 50 or 60. We'll see. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with it. I'm going with clothes and games. The clothes have been sound. There's been plenty of sales coming through on Vinted. I'm using Vinted more for clothing, eBay more for games, and then just kind of interchanging here and there where it fits. Sometimes things will sell better on Vinted, sometimes they'll sell better on eBay. It's just sort of a trial and error sort of thing. But yeah, doing well with both platforms at the minute, so I'm pretty happy. I'm going to keep using Whatnot going forward. It's just a great little platform to find clothes on. Not too saturated either. Like I said, there's sort of some of the streamers I'll give shout outs to. There's not too many people using it, and even at the busier times, you've got like maybe 100 people in there. If you compare that to like Vinted, how many people are on Vinted at any one time scrolling the newly listed filters? Yeah, you've got a lot of competition there. So yeah, you can pick up some pretty good bargains. Like I said, this jacket, the Dior jacket, was pretty mad. Yeah, so going forward, I've got a trip to New York coming up literally the end of this week, so I will more than likely do like a little travel vlog. If you want to look back on my channel, I think I did one for Paris last year. No one really watched it, but yeah, if you want to check that out, then that'd be cool. But yeah, I enjoy making the little travel vlogs, so I'll probably do that, maybe incorporate some sort of clothing shops into it and maybe some gaming shops, and then just any sort of pickups and food and all that sort of stuff. So a bit more of a lifestyle one with that, but yeah. If I find any cool stuff for reselling as well, any vintage shops or any like mad graphic tees and stuff that I could bring back and sell for profit, we'll go with that as well. But yeah, nice one for tuning in for this episode. Obviously, still trying to find my way a little bit with trying to incorporate clothes, but yeah, hopefully it's all right. Aim the game still pretty much just to make as much profit as possible from whatever we can. So nice for watching again. Dog's kicking off, so I'm going to get going. Thank you. Bye.